You see, the Earth is a little over 4 billion years old. And throughout the history of the Earth, it has been renewed by asteroids hitting the planet, by great floods, and then everything starts over fresh. This is the first time in the history of the planet that we are seeing a renewal without an asteroid, but by this time with something as powerful as a comet. And it's called the Neo Comet. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering, why do I have a bottle of hot sauce on the table? Because this video is going to be hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Mitch has got on the hat. Why is Mitch wearing a hat? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The Wealthy Mindset is yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. What does Mitch have for you all on a Saturday that warrants a hat? The blue jacket, the famous orange shirt, and a bottle of hot sauce. Well, let's start off with this. I told you guys that I'm holding, not just holding with diamond hands, but buying the dip based on what I see the company is doing. I'm not focusing on the share price, I'm focusing on what the company is doing. And the shorts, these demonic animals, I told you the more they come at me, the more I do my digging and research. But let's start off with this. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. The man is incredible. His name is Dave Crockett. He's always doing some research and deep analysis. He said, Neo, last time Neo was at $6. And please note, I am looking at Neo just before the massive and unrealistic share price pop up to $67. Was in June 2020 with a realistic total company asset value of approximately $3.3 billion with 1.2 billion outstanding shares, equating to a realistic $7.2 billion market cap. With a production total at the time approximately 30,000 cars. As of today, Neo closed at 606. Let's call it $6. With a total company asset value of approximately $14 billion and currently with 2.1 billion outstanding shares, equating to a $12.6 billion market cap, with a production total to date of approximately 455,000 cars. And let's not forget about the nearly 8 billion in cash that Neo has in its war chest, included in that asset valuation. This tells us that since June 2020, Neo total asset value has increased by over 400%, and the yearly production numbers has also increased by approximately 400% since the last time the stock traded at $6. However, the current market cap reflects only a 60% increase. That's all it's reflecting right now. Since June 30th, 2020. Do you think that Neo might be undervalued? And the above metrics do not even reflect the massive research and development advances of projected earnings or projected earnings. Remember, when you invest into a new company, you're also investing on projected earnings. That's why I told you guys that analyst that comes on YouTube now, Tatavosian or whatever his name is, that nasty animal. They realize that we're not going to Bloomberg, we're not going to their subscriberships, and they said, let's spread our fear and propaganda through YouTube now. They're paying him to do this. Anyway, and the above metrics do not even reflect the massive R&D advances or projected earnings for 2024 from new revenue sources that did not even exist in 2020. Battery swap station revenue, power sales revenue, and of course the new sub-brand revenue potentials, not to mention the steady year-over-year production increase in Neo flagship brand vehicles. This is my opinion, of course, but it is obvious to me that Neo is greatly undervalued by Wall Street for whatever reasons you may attribute. The same Wall Street, by the way, that has an average target price of $11 for Neo by year's end. In my opinion, Neo's potential to shine in 2024 far outweighs the potential risk of the company going forward while competing at an admittedly higher competitive environment. Therefore, frankly, Neo is a buy at any price under $10, let alone $6. Well said, my brother. Well said. Now, for the other part of the video that's going to blow you all away. A lot of YouTubers probably saw this and did not even read the article, so it slipped under the radar, and I decided to read the article. Listen to this and listen very carefully. Chinese startup New Ryzan begins exporting battery swap enable electric trucks to the Middle East. But Mitch, what does that have to do with us? Is that what you all are saying? Is that what I heard? Let me tell you. Let me enlighten you. And let me raise your spirits up for Monday. For when the market opened, for those who did not buy shares this past week, I bet you will buying some more on Monday. New Ryzan, founded by a former Neo senior vice president, announced in February 2023 it had secured more than RMB 100 million in Series B funding from Neo Capital. From who, guys? Who? Neo Capital. Now, Neo Capital, I've said this before, is an arm of Neo. What we do is we invest into, let me put it to you simply. If someone's going to mine for gold, they need shovels, they need buckets, they need the pan, they need the horse. We invest into all those little companies that support that. So we capture everything. And when those companies make profit, we make profit. And remember, I told you guys there are mergers coming. That's why we invested into Oxen as well. Even though Ocean, and even though it's down in order to meet compliance with the NASDAQ listing compliance. But it's not that they are not doing what they're supposed to do that caused them to do a reverse split. Remember that. Anyway, Neo's capital portfolio company, New Ryzan, began exporting electric trucks to the Middle East, marking the beginning of its globalization strategy. What strategy? Globalization. We're gonna dominate the world. New Ryzan's first electric light truck, the IC1, were recently loaded at the port and have begun shipping to the Middle East, the electric commercial vehicle manufacturer announced today. So these are battery swappable electric trucks. This is a company that got funded by Neo. Do you think that their battery trucks are designed to get swapped by our battery stations? What did you guys say? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And remember, the Abu Dhabi boys gave us that funding. And I told you guys the ET9 was designed for them. Do you guys see where we're going now? Now, in the very near future, don't be surprised if you hear we start busting out them battery swap stations all over the Middle East. The IC1 is New Ryzan's first in-house developed internet-connected electric light truck that supports energy replenishment. Via battery swap, it said. So if you break down, they come and they swap, they come and they replenish you. Why are they going there? Why are they doing that? What could this possibly be for? I told you guys, there's a lot of things that King William Lee is doing and putting in place. We might not hear about it, and some people might say, even I myself sometimes become impatient. Why don't they come to America? Why don't they do this? Why don't they? They are doing things, but they don't have to say what they're doing until it happens, and then it's bang, bang. The model comes with features including FOTA, firmware, over-the-air upgrades, intelligent vehicle management, keyless entry, and app control, New Ryzan said. New Ryzan was founded in September 2020 by former Neo Senior Vice President Huang Chengdong. It announced in February 2023, excuse me guys, that it had secured more than RMB 100 million, that's 14 million US dollars in Series B plus financing from who? Neo Capital. The new Ryzan brand was officially launched on August 5th, 2021 when two electric commercial vehicle models, the IC1 and EC1, were unveiled. The EC1 is a 4.5-ton pure electric light truck duty developed by New Ryzan in collaboration with Sinotruk Fujian, which was launched in September 2021. The IC1 went on sale in China in August 2023 with a current starting price of 255,800 yuan. The description of New Ryzan's website showed that the IC1 can do a battery swap in 5 minutes. Does that sound familiar, guys? That sounds a little familiar to me. And can change from 0 to 80% in 40 minutes. Remember, this is a big truck. It carries a lot of weight. When using fast charging. New Ryzan will use the Middle East as a starting point to expand into global markets and gradually establish a complete sales and operations system, the company said today. So, like I've been saying, there's a lot of things going on. People see the share price falling and they say, some people even ask, Mitch, the share price is falling today. What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. The share price is falling because Wall Street understands that this is the last chance they have to drag it down as much as possible. Knowing that this is the year, and I keep saying this is the year we bust out. And they cannot stop the giant. Gulliver has woken up. And you cannot stop Gulliver anymore. So, they're dragging it down as much as they can until things happen, until all the partnership starts fruition and they start seeing, oh, the earnings, wow, the earnings was better than we thought. Where did that money come from? Oh, you didn't know? You jack, I can't say that. You didn't know where the money came from? And with all the other partnerships that's going to be forming this year and all the battery swap station building out and all the other countries we're going into, they know. So this is the final call to create millionaires, the final call. So when the average investor is panicking and some might be just holding, which is fine, I can't knock you for that if you're just holding as well. But for the ones that are buying the dip continuously and adding tremendous amount of shares, even, I told you guys this before, when you get paid, even if it's 5 shares, 1 share, 2 share, I applaud you and congratulate you. But the most important thing is to hold it from the shorts. That's why you see them attacking me. And let me just say this as well. One of my subscribers, Christopher, said to me in the comment on the last video, he never unsubscribed to me, but he was automatically unsubscribed. So guys, be very careful about this as well. I've been having problems on Facebook too, where people have reported me saying that my video violates Facebook. Even though on Facebook you can go and see almost like pornography on there. It's sickening. But this, where people can be helped, the establishment is trying to block it. So I hope you guys, this gives you more confidence yet again for Monday when the market opens to understand where we're going this year. Minus speed bumps. We don't have to worry about them. We have the ET9. We're looking by the end of this year, by the end of next year, by the end of the following year, where we will be. And I'm telling you, we will be sitting very pretty. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational and inspirational. If so, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we have that warrior mindset where it's hot, hot, hot. We get rich or we die trying, guys.